They promised a fairy tale. Instead, the world watched in shock as the most explosive bridge-burning fallout in the history of the British monarchy unfolded. Everyone thinks they know the story of Megxit, but what if I told you the headlines you read were only the tip of the iceberg? Behind the heavy gold-plated gates of Buckingham Palace, a war of silence, snubs, and calculated cold shoulders has been raging for years. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the chilling reality of how Meghan Markle was systematically pushed out of the royal inner circle. We're talking about moments that were meant to sting, moments that pushed a Duchess to the brink, and a final, jaw-dropping twist regarding the Queen's legacy that will leave you absolutely breathless. Is this a case of a family setting boundaries, or is it a calculated royal-grade campaign to erase an American outsider? The truth is darker than you imagined. It all began with the suffocating weight of palace expectations. From the start, there was an unmistakable feeling of being constantly overshadowed. The Finding Freedom biography famously unearthed the bitter truth. Prince Harry and Meghan felt pushed to the sidelines time and again in favour of Prince William and Kate Middleton. They would propose projects they cared about, only to be shut down by staffers who made it clear that the future king and queen were the only priority. It was a power play, plain and simple, meant to make them feel used for their popularity, but discarded the moment they dared to have a voice of their own. Then there was the Hollywood wannabe narrative. When they finally broke away to pursue financial independence in the US, the knives really came out. Critics and insiders painted them as nothing more than celebrity seekers, with experts branding their business moves as the greatest royal sellout in history. It was a stinging public critique that aimed to dismantle Meghan's credibility, suggesting this grand escape was her plan all along. The tension only escalated in public view. Think back to the Commonwealth Day service, where observers watched horrified as Kate Middleton wouldn't even meet Meghan's gaze. It was a massive public slap in the face that signalled to the world that the relationship between the two women wasn't just strained, it was effectively dead. And that wasn't the only time Meghan felt the cold shoulder. Institutional barriers were everywhere. Remember the tiara drama? It was a high-stakes, behind-the-scenes battle where royal aides allegedly tried to block Meghan from wearing the specific piece she wanted for her wedding. It took a furious, desperate phone call from Harry to the Queen herself to force the institution to bend, proving that even on her wedding day, nothing was going to be made easy for her. The snubs even bled into the digital age. Whenever Harry's birthday rolled around, official social media tributes were curated with surgical precision. Photos of the red-headed royal were everywhere. But Meghan? She was nowhere to be found, effectively erased from the narrative of his life. And who could forget the Platinum Jubilee? The world held its breath to see if they'd be on the balcony. They were invited, yes, but when the moment came, they were shut out of the traditional parade. The excuse? They were supposedly too chaotic. It was a cold, calculated move to ensure they were never presented as part of the family again. Even off duty, the rejection was brutal. During a trip to New York, Meghan reportedly requested to clear an entire outdoor restaurant courtyard for a private party, only to be met with a flat, public no from the owners. It was a rare, stinging rejection of her status. But the most heartbreaking moments were yet to come. On the very day the Queen passed away, King Charles III reportedly told Harry that Meghan was not welcome at Balmoral. He drew a hard line during a moment of national mourning, making it crystal clear that she was not part of the inner circle. Then came the final indignity of the website update, where Harry and Meghan's profiles were relegated to the very bottom of the page, placed insultingly just above the disgraced Prince Andrew. During the Queen's funeral, the freeze-out was palpable. Kate Middleton continued to avoid eye contact, and the couple was placed in the second row, physically distanced from the senior royals in the front pew. To top it all off, persistent rumours suggest that Queen Elizabeth II made last-minute changes to her will, likely ensuring that the bulk of her massive multi-million-dollar jewellery collection would stay firmly with Kate. A final, lasting decision meant to seal the royal legacy exactly where it belonged. The transition from royal duties to the high-stakes world of modern celebrity has been anything but smooth. Whether you view these moments as necessary royal protocols or a calculated effort to silence an American voice, one thing is clear. The rift is deeper and more personal than the public ever realized. Meghan and Harry stepped into a world that wasn't built for them, and the institution made sure they knew it every step of the way. But what do you think? Was this just a classic case of family growing apart, or are these events proof of a systemic royal ice out? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out other videos, relative videos from our page. Thank you.